Welcome back to Health, Home, and Lifestyle. We check in now with Guam Behavioral Health and Wellness Center, which is seeing a surge in calls for help.
Pre-pandemic, which is before March 2020, the Guam Behavioral Health and Wellness Center's crisis hotline, which operates 24/7, was averaging a call a day and at the most 30 calls per month. But according to Director Teresa Areola, that is not the case anymore. With the surge in COVID cases recently, she has seen an increase in calls.
There is a great correlation when positives go up, when deaths are announced. We have an uptake on the calls in the crisis center, and that's just a natural reaction. People become more worrisome, people become anxious, and so we did see a very big uptake in July. Our numbers were about 700.
For the agency, the high numbers indicate that one, more are aware what the crisis hotline number is, and two, more people are reaching out for help. Well aware that these numbers are just for July alone, Areola says.
I don't have the accumulated data yet, but it's looking like upward about 800 plus for August.
What are they saying?
Which was our highest, was the surge month, right? And more deaths were announced. Yeah. There was a period where there were no deaths, and thank goodness, but then the deaths started coming. And it's unfortunate because what I saw just as a layperson reading the reports is the deaths are coming from people with multiple health problems. But more importantly, I don't know if you guys noticed it. I'm sure you have. They were elderly, armanumco. And so what does that tell me? That we either isolated them very well and we became relaxed as a community. And when the surge happened, they were exposed. I'm sure non-intentional, but they were. And unfortunately, a lot of them were not vaccinated.
As for what age group most of the calls are coming from, she says the biggest number is from the range of 20s, 30s, and 40s.
They're worried about the surge. Is that going to do something to my work? What's going to happen? They're doing, so that's really the range, right? From 20s, 30s, 40s. And, it being Suicide Prevention Month, I just want to say it's ironic because that's exactly the age group that in 2020 we saw predominantly in their 30s. What does that mean? People who are probably have families already, children, concerned about economic well-being. They have people's probably livelihoods on their shoulders, and they're worried of getting sick themselves and being able to provide for their families. So that's the unfortunate thing.
And with September being Recovery and Suicide Prevention Month, there are a pair of conferences that she encourages those who may be interested to check out.
September 21st and 22nd is Guam Behavioral Health second annual Substance Use Disorder Virtual Conference. Last year, we had over 800 from around the world. This year, we're open again. We can take as many as 1,200. And then, so we look, those who are interested in substance use disorder, addiction, there's going to be a lot of speakers from off-island and on-island. And then September 29th begins a 2-3 day conference called the Guam Behavioral Health Go Peace Suicide Prevention Conference. Part of that, one of those days is Assist, and Safe Talk, their trainings.
Both conferences are free. For more information, you can visit the Guam Behavioral Health and Wellness Center's Facebook page or the website at gbhwc.guam.gov.
Stay tuned. Up next, Jason with House to Home.